This
Afternoon.
call is being recorded.
What's up?
How you doing, man? Can I get your birthday real quick?
Sure. March 14th, 1993,
All right.
and the time was 12:20 p.m.
Gotcha. And where at?
Bronx, New York.
Oh, wait. I probably entered this already. Let me make sure. Sounds familiar. I did. Okay. I don't know why I couldn't find it last minute. All right. So please don't hesitate to interrupt if you have any questions at all whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah. So we see you ordered the natal birth chart. I'm really glad to see you're born in 93 with Saturn at the tail end of Aquarius. That Saturn square to Pluto is one of the strongest aspects in astrology. And also the reason why I like to joke and say you guys are screwed because you got the short end of the stick karmically. You easily have the strongest karmic authority in all the zodiac, but that's gonna have you inherit the drama and the ills of the older generation. Which,
Yeah.
yeah, and the coolest thing is y'all knew the whole time it would be like that, but because Pluto squares your Saturn, the older generation made taboo the progressive knowledge and ideas you're stepping into, only for you to be right the whole time. So I don't say this for you to build enmity, but like it is your Saturn return. So this is where all this is going to come in. That square is
Yeah.
intense, but cool. Interestingly enough, you're a master. You're an ascended master. Actually, this is so very ironic. Pisces is the sign to me of ascended mastery because you have mastery in Virgo, and then you have ascension in Gemini and Sagittarius opposite enlightenment in Gemini, and then you have ascended mastery or transcendence in, of course, Pisces. So not only do you have your moon in Sag, which is upper echelon, by the way, so you're fully collective as an individual, Cancer rising. So this is like the ascended master, but your sun is in the ninth house of ascension. So like everything about you screams ascension, which is amazing. By the way, the last Cancer rising woman that I think she was born 91, but like the Cancer rising Pisces sun in the ninth house woman that I've seen with her moon in Sag is one of the most magical women I've ever had the pleasure of even like seeing online. I've never really met her in person, but like she's super magic, and she confirmed something about me about y'all archetype. Y'all are real life reality warpers. Like
Yes.
you're not. Thank you for confirming that because like this is next. You're not only like a teacher of the divine or the metaphysical, because in the ninth house you're a teacher, but the ninth house is the house of God. So this is also a divine ascension state that literally has you with your son change reality based on your beliefs. And she made an Instagram post once that, I mean, to this day warms my heart up. Like it was so awesome. She was basically sharing her story about the power of beliefs and how like she was able to not so much just change her life around, but like manifest some amazing occurrences just because she like believed it or had some and knowing her chart, I was like, oh my gosh, like y'all are really that magical. Like this is amazing. But then
Yeah.
again, how she, and thank you so much for confirming. Like that means a lot. But then again, to turn around and then teach that to the rest of the world, like that showed me that's what y'all are here to do. Because people are gonna see, you're gonna show, and people are gonna see you kind of make things happen, and then it'll make sense to them. Like they'll just get it, or they'll be triggered, and that resistance will inevitably lead to them inevitably having to accept that. So I just want to honor you right off the bat because you are
Thank you.
already straight up, like you're already one of the most magical people alive, and that can lend you to be misunderstood near your whole life, especially the first 30 years, because technically your entire existence, according to science, is only relegated in fantasy. So you only exist in science fiction, but look at you here living and breathing.
Dude,
And
I'm about to start crying. Thank you so much.
no,
Like, it's
it
been so fucking hard.
No, for real. Like I commend that you can even laugh about this because like to be invalidated near your whole life and to be made to feel
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? Even me, like my the universe sent a Pisces to be my best friend to humble me because I was that intellectual, logical Gemini, like, oh, you guys are just making stuff up. Like, there's no way this is possible. Like,
Yeah.
like, whoa, what the hell? Like, what is life like? So it is what it is. Yeah, and not only are you an ascended master with this, but because your MC is also in Pisces, yeah, it's in the ninth as a Cancer rising. This is so gangster, bro, because Sagittarius in the ninth house is psych. So not
Mm,
only do you have Sagittarius, right? Cancer risings can see into the unseen because their ninth house is Pisces. And so they
mhm.
gain philosophical wisdom of the metaphysical, but your sun is there. So Mercury in your
Oh,
sun gives your brain the ability to process your conscious awareness of metaphysical phenomena. Y'all are like the only people who can truly not only see the unseen, but with the moon in Sag, you're also receptive to the hidden wisdom of what you're seeing. So like you legitimately see what others can't see. And that's what you're here to
yeah.
teach.
Yeah, dude, I've been teaching it. Like, it's online, it's happening. But I don't want to interrupt you. I want to keep you hearing. But we're definitely, I gotta talk to you about something after.
Oh, absolutely. The only thing is I have a call right after, so please email me what you're teaching and we can
Oh,
continue the
word.
conversation.
Okay,
Definitely.
yeah, that's a better way.
I definitely would love to keep in touch. We even have like South Nodal contacts aligned with each other. So this might not be the first
Dude,
time.
no, I dreamt of you before this even happened. Like, I was like,
Oh,
we
that's
met
deep.
in at like a spot. Like it was almost like a frat house, but there was like a bunch of
Oh,
other magical people there, and like you pulled tarot for me, and I was like, yo, one day I'm gonna hit you up, and then I did it. So
you visited my 11th house because the 11th house
yeah.
where all people are, and I have 11th house in Pisces, which is like a dream too. So
Whoa. Oh,
that's
that makes sense.
yeah. You just gave me an epiphany
It
right
was
now.
pretty swag in there. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody was vibing.
Yeah. Um, thank you. It's always like a miracle or magic whenever y'all come up or reveal you come on the scene. But yeah, man. I just wanted to illustrate that your MC in the ninth once again.
Mm.
Whenever you have MC in a mutable sign, your legacy is to change the world, and your destiny squares it. So your soul is aligned directly with your destiny path, which is a very supernatural and spiritual destiny path. In fact, the North Node in Gemini is unlocking this aspect of your destiny where you're taking the truth, you're taking the sacred truth as a high priest, because now you have the vibration of, since ascended master, or you have the vibration of ascended divinity, right? Or
Mhm.
the understanding of, or what's another word for, we'll say ascended divinity or the ascended master, right? But um
Yeah.
because your MC is an immutable sign, it means that you're not meant to keep a job. So especially with especially, and I went a little bit all over the place, but like especially with your your IC, if you move a lot or if you don't keep a job, can you keep a job? Yes, you can keep a job. You're just not meant
Mm.
to. So what that means is
Yeah.
like if you fought, because with the MC here, you're gonna bring light to the true or the divine nature of the employment situation you're in. And once you show that to the
Mm.
manager, it's on to the next. It doesn't have to be like
Yeah.
this. But if you notice it, I like to mention that in case sometimes people may wonder, damn, how come you don't stay at one job? You're not even meant to. Like you have to actually go from place to place because if you don't, people won't get that wisdom from you that they need. So once again, you can
Yeah.
still keep them, but just in case you might have noticed that. And then outside of that, um, you're taking the sacred truth. The South Node in Gemini is undoubtedly not only a sacred truth, but it's the unconscious habits and enlightenment that, as a high priest, enables you direct connection with the angelic realm. So this is a spiritual ability to channel angels. And you're taking this angelic enlightenment in this hidden sense. The reason why it's 12th house and the 12th house is a misunderstood house is because realistically, if you go out and tell people, hey, I talk to angels, and Angel Metatron said, you got me fucked up, they're going to be like, you're delusional. Angels are real, except you're a divine ascended master. So, of course, you talk to angels. Well, they know you, first name basis.
Yeah.
Right. And so you're taking that angelic understanding and you're using that enlightened quality to now align the lifestyle and behavior of the collective to the meaning of the truth of their lifestyle. So it's like you can see people's behavior and you can unlock stuff, like you can look at how someone thinks and you can change their thinking in order to align them to a life of freedom that they're meant to live. You can feel this, but because Sagittarius is collective, it doesn't have to apply to individual behavior. This could also be the behavior of lifestyle. So this is an adventure of destiny for 9293 that sets y'all up to discover the meaning of life, in this case through you taking this enlightened spiritual beliefs and unconscious habits that you release and the thoughts to align your lifestyle to be amazing. Which is cool about Cancer rising, the lifestyle you live has to be fun. If it's nothing you love with Venus in your 10th, it's not going to be supported, which opens up, very creative fields. But to see this aspect of your destiny align like so and make this grand fire trine is super badass, because your soul is inexplicably linked with destiny. You'll always feel the path of this magic destiny. The only thing about a magic destiny that's challenging is that it's ever changing and it's never the same. I have a fixed destiny, so everything that I'm meant to experience, I'll have to go through. But with the magic destiny, it's the only thing higher than a fixed destiny, because you're not fated to have to experience certain things. You can literally change it. And so this is like a superpower where you have the soul of ascended destiny. Here's the thing, though. Once again, now that the North Node is a Gemini, it's blocking now the resources of your ascended lifestyle so that you can now unlock fully your ability to connect with angelic beings. Or if we don't want to bring in angels, we can just say enlightened ideas that bring together the ascended nature of your behavior and enlighten your spiritual path. And the reason why that's important is at the end of the year, the North Node will go into Taurus. And so this ascended spiritual enlightened mindset, you're going to bring into your 11th house of friends. The South Node is going to go over Pluto, and it's going to unlock this extreme, pure, creative energy as a resource to manifest a collective for the first time since you're now ready to step into your Saturn return. And this is going to be huge. It's going to really bring windfalls of income. If we bring Chiron in your second, you manifest this vulnerable sense of creativity from the heart. And I really respect the Chiron opposite Saturn in Aquarius. That's the only thing. Like, I have Chiron in Cancer opposite Saturn in Cap, and that's the most vicious. Like, that's super
Okay.
powerful. I would say the only thing stronger than that is Saturn Aqua opposite Chiron in Leo. Chiron in Leo is knowing you're shy to sing, but having the courage to step up vulnerably and still sing your heart out to a crowd of
Hmm.
people. And you can see that, you're a little bit shy, but you're still giving it your all. And then Saturn in Aquarius is a group of cool kids like, boo, you're a loser. Like,
Yeah.
bared your heart, so that's difficult. So that could be like manifesting the courage in the face of people who feel like they're too cool, or this collective sense of detachment. But what this does is it also strengthens the courage that goes into how powerfully you manifest this sense of creativity, because this is an aspect of healing for you and others too. You're able to heal so many other people with this. In this social sense, this is also a sense of value. So you'll get paid whenever you manifest this sense of courageous healing. It doesn't have to be vulnerable too, because the Chiron, what you're healing, you and I are similar. We both have Chiron that falls in the second. Mine's more in the third, but it's a bit of a second house thing. So it's like, as a Pisces sun, this is going to be sixth house too. You're integrating the manifestation of how your behavior is influenced by how courageous you manifest your value and self-esteem. So Chiron in the second house is healing self-esteem issues. I have like
Mhm.
cancer that falls in there, and so I'm healing how valuable I feel in the face of others who may kind of undermine that value or manipulate in
Mhm.
Capricorn. Whereas you're manifesting the courage to own your self-esteem and value. And so a lot of second house Chiron struggle with not in Cancer will be feeling, but not sensing they're valuable enough or struggling with that, especially when you deal with others with Saturn in the eighth. And those are karmic lessons and limitations of dealing with other people's resources, trusting
Mhm.
other people and what they know, and not succumbing to this group think or collective authority that tries to undermine how valuable you know you are. Could you speak to that? How do you experience that?
Well, uh, I feel like almost all my life I've been having to literally I've been reality warping since I was a kid, and no one believed me. I literally keep notebooks of everything I do and everything that I've changed since I was a kid, and I'm releasing them now online. So like this is like me reaching out to the spiritual community and starting my podcast and doing all this. This is me saying fuck you guys. I know I'm right because I did my homework, and we're gonna do this together as friends. And yeah, it's yeah, it's been tough. I feel like courage and being able to stick and speak my truth has been one of the hardest things. But also, I feel like my life has also set me up with so many experiences that made me face that fear already. And so, like now, I feel like I'm finally ready to use my voice and reach the people that matter,
You're amazing. Like
that want to
that's
hear it.
the shit you said too, by the way. Like how casually you said you warp reality and no one believes you. Like that's why I love what I do. Like I talk to nothing but legends all day. Like this shit is so amazing.
Yeah.
Which to me, Pisces is the sign of the legend. If you think Floyd Mayweather, 50 and 0, whereas Virgo is the master. Um, if you think Michael Jackson, Nas. So like, and then you have the legendary master, Pisces, Virgo Sun, Michael Jackson. So like, this is where I look up to Pisces a lot. I make fun of y'all because I'm jealous as hell as y'all, but y'all, I see y'all like you in Aquarius. I get it.
Yeah.
Like y'all are legit. Y'all are here to lead humanity. And once
Yeah.
again, like
And I'm also a bastard too. Like, yeah, like you nailed it.
you're also a what?
I said I'm a bastard. Like my dad and my mom weren't together.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, okay.
Yeah, man. Like, wow. It
That's
just
deep.
like I've noticed that a lot with my Pisces friends. I have a few friends that are like Pisces suns, and I noticed that archetype going around. I think it has to do with kind of like some of the bloodline clearing and
Mm-hmm.
like just overcoming that like all the shit in the past, because like literally people don't do that. Like they don't sleep around the way that my dad used to sleep around unless there's something real wrong somewhere. you know. So yeah, we had to deal with it.
That's deep. So, I mean, once again, this is really opportune, if anything, because you um, represent one of the strongest representatives of the 90s, 93, 94,
Yeah.
95, 96 is where 93 especially is when Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus start to go the third
Mhm.
decade. You got 20 degrees Neptune. And as a Cancer rising, so Cancer risings born in the 90s, um, before 97, are some of the most intuitively powerful risings because now you're so intuitive. So as a Pisces and a moon in Sag, you already can't be lied to. Like the moment someone's lying, you literally see the lie.
Yeah, it
Um,
smells. Like you could.
you you don't even need the details. Like you don't even like someone could have stole cookies from you. You wouldn't even have known that you had cookies, but you'll know they're hiding something. Like it's that magic, right?
Yeah, yeah. You can just you can feel it. I thought it was actually really amazing when you called out my connection with the angels. Like I literally wear a rune ring right now with all the angels written on it, like in carved in it. And I'm just like, I knew it, guys. Like,
No, seriously. And we have to once again tie that to your title as a high priest. So it's like, yeah,
mm,
you're an ascended divine God, but you chose the title as high priest. High priests and high priestesses hold space for God because they're holy. So Pisces is divine, Cancer is holy, Scorpio is pure. And so, as a representative of holy cardinal sincerity, where you're holding others accountable to integrity, because you really about that, you're directly connected with angels. So they fucks with you, bro. Like they really, like they're completely protected. And the thing is, we already know you're super magic, but despite that, Uranus and Neptune, because it's in the seventh house of other people, whenever anyone takes action, myself included, your body intuitively is receptive to the nature of the integrity of their character. They can pick their nose, they can say anything. The moment someone enters your seventh house, Neptune and Uranus has extra dimensionally discerned their character instantly. Your body will now start to register sensations on if they're trustworthy or not. And so the reason why I say it like this is this can be before they've established the fact that they're completely full of shit. They could have fooled everyone. Right. They could
Yeah.
have fooled everyone and been like, oh, wow, this person's awesome. But you're going to be like, I don't know. I don't feel right about this dude. Like, something's off. Right. So that is something I want to illustrate every time I see that, especially with Mars opposite it, the individual actions you take on your sleeve is going to be influenced by what you're sensing from other people. And this is supremely
Mm.
intuitive because I have it in the earlier degrees and I don't have it in my seventh. I have it more in my eighth, ninth, but I'm a Gemini sun. So I only
Oh.
tap into like 10%, 20% of this. In that, I'll feel the sensations in my body because I have a Cap moon. I'm directly connected to it. But my Gemini sun doesn't always acknowledge what I feel. I always get in my head. Whereas as a
Mm.
Pisces, you're divinely aware of it. Like you actually are aware of the whole thing. And you notice these things like Virgos, what other people wouldn't notice, but now you're seeing it more at the unseen metaphysical, which is also gangster.
Oh, yeah. Like you're blowing me away because it's so nice to have everything confirmed. Like I've been working in the dark, I feel like here. I don't know much about astrology.
Mm-hmm.
But I am cosmically awakened. Like I have like I've been under so many initiations.
Oh,
But I never had a teacher for astrology.
what was that?
I said I never had anybody like teach me anything about astrology. I never really got into it further than like, you know, the risings and
Right.
the sun signs.
It's
That's
a
basic
valuable
stuff.
language. It's a
Yeah.
valuable language. I definitely encourage you to continue. But here's the thing for Aquarius and Pisces, I'll always be like, you don't need astrology. Astrology ain't for y'all. Astrology is for the rest of us. But like Aquarius is astrology, and y'all are like
Mm.
beyond astrology. So, like, because you transcend your egoic identity, there's aspects of astrology that can hold you back if you kind of astrology will never hold you back, but the understanding of it, the
Um,
way we kind of flex the archetypes, your existence is beyond all that. So if you don't know astrology, it won't be as damning as if someone else did it, where the rest of
uh,
us, you feel me? But everyone can
yeah,
gain
that's
from
making sense.
right, just to let you know.
So yep, and that totally resonates. Cause I have plenty of spirits that I like talk to on a regular that are like down, and some of their origins kind of freak me out because they're like I said, they were like off the pantheon type shit, and I was like, who? What even is that? And the fact that you speak to that, and I was just like, dude. So I'm not. I'm. That just it's such a good feeling to know.
Yeah. And you're gonna find your understanding. You're gonna find your understanding of some of these energies change. Like maybe you might have known certain entities or something, but then as you come into new information, you have a deeper understanding because they knew your level of understanding was the right way to present themselves at that time. So with Pisces, there's a
Yeah.
non-linear quality, right? Like certain things don't have to be exact. Like there's certain things you can uncover that will be direct contradictions, but they're not direct contradictions as much as just a non-linear way of really guiding you. But see, you're the guide,
Yeah.
you're the teacher, you're the ascended master, which is super awesome. So like you're ascending people's like higher path with what you see they're meant to do and also how that
Yeah.
affects you. So all this links to Venus in your 10th, which assertively demands this love and balance of authenticity and originality, which squares Mars. So sometimes you'll feel like doing your own thing and based on how you feel, but sometimes Venus is going to want to individually exert her heart out into the world. And I mean, Venus in the 10th means you know how to dress, and it's going to catch
Yeah.
attention because it's fiery. And the grand fire sign in these earth houses will link this passion into how you manifest what you do. So you're clearly on your Saturn return, because this is talking about the podcast you're doing. This is going to be
Yeah.
huge for really transforming the knowledge of how people really tap into this collective authority. You have Saturn is your authority, so you're developing the authority of sociology and knowledge relative to how you take your courage and deal with others. And the square to Pluto will just add intensity to the taboo nature of how you creatively express this sexual energy. But this is the grand water trine, where you take that passion in Cancer, intensify it in Pluto, and then you divinely show and express it in Pisces, to where Jupiter and Libra is going to be this inner social balance that will intellectually hold your heart to be more bold and passionate, because it has that intellectual backing. Honestly, other than that, I really hate to cut the call short, but I am
No,
going to
you good.
send you this recording. And yeah, please shoot me an email. I would really love to keep in touch with you and listen
Yeah,
to
we'll
what you want
connect,
to say
man.
for
Yeah,
show.
man. Like I said, I've been supporting you, man. So got you.
Appreciate you.
Have a
Okay.
good one, man.
Likewise.